Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Boonsboro High School, getting set for high school volleyball action here on Antietam Broadband. The Boonsboro Warriors hosting the North Hagerstown Hubs this evening, a matchup of two defending state champions here in Boonsboro this evening. Mark Keller here with you, and glad to have Letty Wilkes back with us here this season as well. Good to see you, Letty. How's everything going? What are you looking forward to seeing here this evening?
Well, this evening it's really exciting because last year both these teams had the opportunity to win a state championship for the state of Maryland. And so I think what we're going to see tonight is some experience. Both teams have seniors and some juniors, so they all know what it takes to win. And I think that's going to be the neat part about watching them both play tonight and seeing how they've grown and what they have to bring to the court this evening. North, they definitely have experience. They've been there a couple years in a row. They have Caden Stoolin, and then we have Boonsboro that went last year, and it was very successful in their play last year.
As you mentioned, two defending state champions, Boonsboro winning its second state championship overall last season. For North Hagerstown, it is their third state title in a row, their sixth overall in school history. Right now, we're going to send it over to our Bob Parcelletti. He is with North Hagerstown coach Lacey Johnson. Bob, take it away.
Hi, I'm here with Lacey Johnson. Lacey, we got the Jets, or we got the Redskins and the Redskins and the Eagles playing from the Super Bowl this week. Now we got Boonsboro and North for volleyball. A little Super Bowl here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anytime you have two reigning state champions coming in, we're excited to get the opportunity to play Boonsboro here at their house, and just excited for the atmosphere and playing at this level of game.
Now, you guys obviously aren't the same team that you were that won the state title. How important is a good start for the season to get going back to that direction?
Oh, absolutely. I think just today it's going to be something that can set the tone for the rest of the season. Coming in, we have a great group of seniors that have been with this program for 4 years, and they have really stepped up as leaders. And some of the younger girls are really filling those kind of holes really nicely.
What can you learn from a game like this, playing a team that's basically was on the same level you are as a state champion?
Yeah, I mean, it can definitely help us learn where maybe some of our weaknesses are, also things that we need to work on going forward in practice.
All right, thanks a lot.
Also, go Pack Go.
All right, thanks, Bob, and thanks to Lacey Johnson as well. We're going to take a break here, and when we come back, Letty and I will talk a little bit more about the teams here taking part in tonight's match, and Bob will also have a few words with Boonsboro coach Shelby Wallace. So stay with us. More to come here from Boonsboro High School, North Hagerstown, and Boonsboro volleyball action tonight.
We're sure making a lot of people happy. Hey, you're gonna wanna Hagerstown Honda.
Life's too short. Let Hagerstown Honda make you happy by putting you in the new Honda that you've always wanted, like the all-new redesigned Honda Accord, or the always dependable and fuel-efficient CR-V, or the roomy and powerful Honda Pilot that seats up to 8 people. Let Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales advisors pair you with the Honda that works best for you, from the dealer that's making it easy. Hagerstown Honda.
Come here. Are you lacking deliciousness and flavor in your life? Well, have no fear. Bella's Bites Eatery is here. What's that? Bella's Bites. 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 Located in Hagerstown off the Dual Highway next to Robinwood Medical Center. Come dine with us.
Your home is the largest investment, so protect it by having Monocacy Chimney clean and inspect your chimney. For over 4 decades, Monocacy has been keeping the 4 states' chimneys clean and burning efficiently. Our crews keep your home pristine during service by using trusted techniques and the proper equipment. Every cleaning includes an inspection, so Monocacy can find issues before they become costly problems. Over 10,000 happy customers have relied on Monocacy Chimney Care. So should you. Call now and schedule your service for a safe and efficient heating season.
it was a matter of you don't know when that tooth is going to fall out. And then everything serendipitously came together when I found Potomac Dental. The smaller holes that they use here, when they do the implants, everything went in smoothly and haven't had any issues. And I got the whole procedure done all at once in the same day. And now I can eat everything. Like, I don't have to be self-conscious about what people see when they look at me.
At Washington Goes Purple, we believe it's time to normalize the conversation around addiction and recovery. Join us today because change starts with a single voice.
Get more from your debit card. Your First United Bank & Trust debit card can earn rewards points on all your purchases, online or in-store. Paying is easy and secure with contactless capability and card controls that you manage. When you add your card to your mobile wallet, you tap into even more convenience.
Pay the easy way every day and get rewarded with the First United Bank & Trust debit card. Visit mybank.com or visit your local office to learn more. First United Bank & Trust, banking for a better tomorrow.
Downtown Hagerstown is serving up something for everyone this season. Celebrate autumn at City Park Fall Fest. Family fun, food, live entertainment, and fireworks will all be on September 20th. And as we all know, everyone loves Halloween in Hagerstown. From the block party to the Mummers Parade to the Halloween dog costume parade, there's something for everyone this Halloween. For all of these events and more, visit downtownhagerstown.org or follow Downtown Hagerstown on Facebook or Instagram.
Welcome back to Boonsboro High School. Our live coverage of high school volleyball tonight is brought to you by Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's match, the schools they represent, and their surrounding communities. Well, we're going to send it right back to Bob Parcelletti. He is with Boonsboro head coach Shelby Wallace. Bob, take it away.
All right. I'm going to try to do a better ask in this first question this time. We got the Super Bowl rematch going on in football this week. This is kind of a rematch between two state champions. What do you see in this? What do you see in this as a matchup? Is it a good one for you guys?
Oh, absolutely. Anytime we can play another Washington County team and really compete with our local rivals, we're really excited to do that. So we both had fantastic seasons last year. We're just looking to bring that same passion and same energy.
Now, you don't have the same team that you had last year. You got to start over again. What's the starting point here? What's going on?
Starting point, we do have some really strong returners and some really productive incoming athletes to our varsity level, but it's really just going to be about creating our own narrative here and making sure that we're in control of our space and our mindset. So.
One of the problems you're going to have is probably Cadence over there. Cadence Dolan. How do you go against her?
Yeah, she's an exceptional athlete. Many of our athletes play with or against her in the spring as well. So we've done a little bit of our scouting. We try our best, but really it's just going to be about getting our block up or getting some touches at minimum and going from there.
All right. Well, thanks. Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Bob, and thank you to Coach Shelby Wallace as well. And Letty, Bob's last question there, the subject of that question, Caden Stulin from North Hagerstown, certainly will be a subject of conversation here tonight. A two-time County Player of the Year, back for her senior year, and we've mentioned her name a lot in the matches that we've covered in North Hagerstown over the last few years.
Yes, we certainly have. Noting what Shelby Wallace, Coach Wallace, just said there, Boonsboro is definitely going to have a block up. They're going to have to serve aggressive so they can kind of get North High out of system, meaning they can't set all their attackers because they're going to find a way to set Cadence. That's a kid that attacks so well. You put the ball up in the air, and she's going to go get it and find a way to attack and get a kill. So Boonsboro just want to put a block up for sure on her to make her have to work to find the open spots on the court. And if they don't have a block up, they got to defend behind. And like I said, they got to serve aggressive and they got to play defense. North aspect, hopefully they can pass and they can utilize all their players and not overuse her. I think when you have a player like that is so definite on your court, you want to make sure that you spread your offense and don't overuse her. She's got a long season ahead of her, but she definitely is a great player, and like she said with the scouting report, they got to take control of her. So we'll see in the match how they defend and how aggressive they are to get North out of system again, meaning they can't set her or they can't set a lot of their hitters. So time will tell. They played against each other. These kids play year-round, so they know each other's tendencies. So hopefully they'll approach each other the way they need to approach it so they can both be successful tonight.
Boonsboro, the defending Class 1A state champion in Maryland. North Hagerstown, the 3-time defending Class 3A state champion. They'll be squaring off here. We're going to take one more break before this match tips off. Stay with us. More to come here on Antietam Broadband right after this.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
Be road trip ready in your new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorrento, room for up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room, or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Serving our community proudly for over 25 years, we are
Hagerstown, Kia.
C&C House of Burgers is the best new spot in town, hands down. Open every day, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout and delivery. Breakfast, salad, sandwiches, chicken, and of course, the burgers. The whole menu is served every day, all day, your way. Stop in today at the corner of East Wilson and Frederick Street or call 240-347-4656. Uber Eats or DoorDash the best burger you've ever had. C&C House of Burgers. Try it today.
I had several old crowns from, 30 plus years ago, and they were starting to fail on me. And when Dr. Rhett suggested just do the full roundhouse and just get all of them complete at one time, I just wanted it done so that I'm not worrying about it anymore in my life. Every other dentist I went to, every place I checked, never made me feel at home or safe or well taken care of as Potomac Dental. I would highly recommend them.
When you need someone who will come through no matter what, someone who will go the extra mile, Cumberland Valley Heating and Air specializes in the installation of residential and commercial heating and air solutions. 24/7 emergency service delivers our promise of getting you the help you need when you need it. We're the tri-state experts in heating, air conditioning, and above all, comfort. Cumberland Valley Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a train.
Looking to buy or sell your home? At Real Estate Innovations, we do more than just list and sell real estate. Since 2009, our agents have been offering detailed knowledge of local communities, housing trends, and the overall real estate market. With offices located in Frederick, Hagerstown, Greencastle, and Spring Mills, we have you covered. Call us at 301-745-1500 to connect with one of our real estate experts.
If your roof had a problem, would you even know? HomeSource Roofing is family and veteran-owned roofing company protecting homes across Maryland, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. Roofing, gutters, and siding, we do it all and we do it right. Our neighbors rate us 5 stars for a reason. We deliver on our promises. Call 301-848-8508 or visit homesourceroofing.net to schedule your free inspection today.
Downtown Hagerstown is serving up something for everyone this season. Celebrate autumn at City Park Fall Fest. Family fun, food, live entertainment, and fireworks will all be on September 20th. And as we all know, everyone loves Halloween in Hagerstown. From the block party to the Mummers Parade to the Halloween dog costume parade, there's something for everyone this Halloween. For all of these events and more, visit downtownhagerstown.org or follow Downtown Hagerstown on Facebook or Instagram.
Back here at Boonsboro High School, getting set for high school volleyball action. The homestanding Boonsboro Warriors hosting the North Hagerstown Hubs. Glad to have you with us here on Antietam Broadband. Watching live on Channel 6 and 806 on Antietam or on our YouTube channel. We appreciate you being with us. North Hagerstown coming into this match with a 1-0 record. They swept Fort Hill earlier this week. Boonsboro coming in with an 0-1 record. They were swept earlier this week by Grace Academy. Two state champions, Letty. A good litmus test early in the season for each one of these teams, right?
Absolutely, for sure. A great way to start out the season, playing a county school and get set and then prepare for later in the season.
Madison Schatzer opening serve for North Hagerstown. Long and the point to Boonsboro.
Good serve there by Boonsboro. A let serve there. Those are kind of tricky, but North was ready to get that up. Nice block by Boonsboro. Like Coach Wallace said, that was in their scouting report. They're going to be all over her, but believe it or not, now that happened, she's going to find a way to work around that. That's what she's going to have to do, because when everybody comes at you. Nice block by Turner there in the middle.
And there you see it. It's not going to stop them from going to Cadence Doolin for sure.
No, they're going to feed her as much. But if you notice in that rally right there, North, exactly what I said in the game is going to happen. They were out of system, so they really couldn't utilize anybody else. Their setter couldn't get to anybody else but her. They have a different setter this year. They graduated Lauren Hobbs, who did that was a kind of a duo. She worked with everybody, so they have a different setter. So in the beginning of the season, they're still learning each other, still figuring out what they can do. Good serve, got Boonsboro a little bit out of system there. A nice attack.
Claire New with the kill there, giving Boonsboro a 3-2 edge.
She's got some height on her, and right now North, the block that they have up against her is kind of small, so that is a great advantage for her. So Boonsboro needs to utilize that against that block, is use it. Nice cross-court shot by Dolan. She likes that four-shot on the court. So the court is zoned, 1 in the serving position, up at the front 2, and cross 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And she likes to hit a really tough shot there in zone 4. It's a hard shot to hit. Nice hustle by North. Free ball and out of bounds. That's a huge point there for Boonsboro, getting a free ball out of bounds. They didn't have to work for it and got an easy point on the board. There's a lot of momentum on the Boonsboro side right now. They're gelling, they're together. You can see that they're definitely working as a team right now.
And Elise Gibson serving, and there's a kill.
Nice block.
A block from Carolee McGivney, number 7 for the Warriors.
So she's going to have to adjust a little bit on her attacking. Boonsboro is doing a great job of putting up the block right now, and Cadence is hitting straight down in their hands. They're up, ready to go. She's got to work on hitting higher on their hands and using their block more to tool them. And I'm sure she'll make an adjustment. Good hands by North and a good use on that block. A little long. Great defense there by Boonsboro. Doolin, she tried to go exactly what I said right there. She didn't try to hit it straight in their hands. She tried to go high hands on that, and that's when you miss hit, it's going to go long, and that's what exactly happened there. Good serve by Boonsboro. They're really moving the ball around short and deep. She adjusted, just put a tip, switched it up a little bit, so smart on her part. She definitely has, I call it a toolbox. You have a lot of tools in your toolbox, and a really good hitter is going to move it all around, adjust it, and pull out different shots. And that's the game of volleyball on the female side. You really got to move it around and find spots where defense isn't. Nice spot there by the setter. That was a smart move by Mia Johnson from North High. Setter, she sent a setter dump to the deep right back corner, and that's a really hard ball to defend. So she needs to keep that in her toolbox to know she can use that shot again.
Out to Boonsboro, now 7-5 lead. It'll be Claire New on serve here.
Nice serve. Nice block by Boonsboro. They're definitely doing a good job of getting their double up. Lefty setter there for Boonsboro. That's a weapon. She can turn and swing, and not a lot of setters have that opportunity. In the middle of that rally, to the viewers, the setter went up from Boonsboro, and it was tight to the net, and she could turn and swing on her left side. So that's something every coach dreams of, having a setter who's left-handed like that. She definitely needs to keep utilizing that skill.
8-5
Another
Warriors.
setter dump from Mia Johnson. Boonsboro is going to have to make an adjustment on that. She's definitely gotten 2 kills off the setter dumps.
Zalika Pabalon now serving for North Hagerstown.
Good aggressive serve.
6-8, now 7-8.
That serve kind of dropped there. The libero for Boonsboro had a little bit of trouble receiving that. So that's the key. Serving aggressive and making a move is where you want to be every time. She did it, same thing again. It's clear in the net and then dropping. It's a nice float serve she has going on over there for North. Zalika needs to keep that up.
Pabalon's 2 service winners, ties it up here, 8-8. Set number 1, best of 5.
So Boonsboro smart, they made an adjustment here. Sometimes you want to make an adjustment. When you have trouble receiving a serve like that, it's good to change your positioning because it can change the eye to the server. They made an adjustment and she did it again. So she's doing a great job serving right now. That's a key attribute for North.
It's almost a knuckleball coming over the net.
It's what you call a float serve. It's the hardest serve to receive in this game. Nice attack there in the middle. North got a great pass off that return from Boonsboro, and they were able to feed the middle. It's just great that they can utilize in the offense. Something I mentioned before the game, they want to be able to utilize all their hitters and not rely on dueling so much. That puts a lot of pressure on a kid when you have to use her every single time. And she's on the back row now, but also she can hit back row attacks. So it's good to see them not going to her right now when they don't have to.
Shelby Wallace is going to take a timeout here for Boonsboro.
Yeah, that was a huge transition in play there, momentum shift.
6 straight points on serve here for, 6 straight points with Zalika Pabalon here on the service line. We remind you our coverage here tonight, our live coverage here tonight of high school volleyball, brought to you by Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. Always grateful to Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, their support here of our broadcasts on Antietam Broadband. And we're glad to have you with us here as well tonight. First of 3 volleyball matches we'll have for you this fall season.
So we'll see if this timeout here breaks the serve. Sometimes you call a timeout just to break a server's rhythm. Nice serve again. Great pass there by Boonsboro. A little low there on that set. Try to utilize the middle. Just out by a tag. So we want Boonsboro right now to get out of this serving zone here.
It's a 7-point run here now for the...
Good hustle, good hustle. That was a tough serve. That was great recovery there. that ball actually hit the net there. So
make it 8 in a row for Pavlon. She did not use the float serve that time around.
yeah, she went deeper in the court that time. She had a little bit of rotation on the ball. So how you do that is your hand attacks when it contacts the ball, it's like your wrist is really stiff and you have a big hand, and that creates that ball to be like a knuckleball to serve. And if you rotate your hand just a little bit, it's going to create spin on the ball, which is much easier to pass. That float serve, you never know where it's going. So as a passer, you just hope you're in the right position and your arms get there to pass it up. So that's why we train a lot of times float serves, because it's the hardest.
Kayla Zadro ending that long string of points for the Hubs.
This communication there. Setter and middle, I've mentioned this when we do this. Setter and middle hitters' communication sometimes is really hard to connect, to have that great connection and for them to attack and put the ball away. And that's kind of what happened with Turner there at Boonsboro. It was a little low, and she was a little bit too far away from her setter. So.
Lauren Lee serving for North Hagerstown, up 14-9.
That was a good try there. With that left-handed attack there, the setter, just a little wide. She's going to keep using that weapon. Alyssa Phillips there for Boone. Yeah.
One of the top returning players for the Warriors from that state championship team a year ago. And miscommunication there, and another point to the Hubs. Now up 16-9 here in set number 1.
At this point in the set, North High is definitely taking control with their serve. Boonsboro's having a hard time receiving it to get their offense running. They're out of system a lot. Free ball. It's not something you want to really put on a team.
Charlotte Booth.
Charlotte Booth, a freshman. She's a very similar player in North's previous players with Chloe Gee. You know,
yes.
We mentioned her a lot. Even though she's a freshman, Charlotte reminds me a lot of Chloe. She's tall, lanky, and she's up and ready. And they have utilized her in almost, since she's been up in her rotations and cadences on the back row, they're utilizing her as much as they possibly can. But she's a great reflection of Gee, who played for them, so she kind of filled her shoes there.
That's one thing we've seen a lot of from North Hagerstown over these last few years, certainly over these last 3 years, they've winning state titles, always have such a formidable front up there, and such great hitters up on the front. And Booth kind of showing a little bit of that here this evening.
Definitely,
as well.
Yeah. It's good to see a kid so young get in there and at this point in the season and taking care of business.
So it's Lauren Lee still serving here for North Hagerstown, 17-9.
Good timeout by Coach Wiles there. We'll give her a point for that. She broke her serve. Sometimes that just helps your team. Just take a deep breath and regroup.
Alyssa Phillips serving.
By Alyssa Phillips. I was going to go deep. Free ball here. Good block. Boonsboro. Still having trouble with that setter middle connection. Turner is a little bit too far away. She needs to go to her setter a little bit more so she has a better connection to attack. But she's doing a heck of a job getting over and closing the block. And what I mean by closing the block is she's getting over to the right front, and there's not a hole there between them and the hitter can hit through. So she's definitely working hard blocking right now. Long by Doolin. She's concerned about that block being up against her, and she's just not finishing her swing right now. She's got to get into her rhythm, either hit high hands or just put it down.
Boonsboro serving, 11-18.
Nice attack. Mia Johnson there with the attack.
The Hubs back on serve. Charlotte Booth here, 19-11.
Nice block. North did a good job at closing their block. That time they weren't closed, and Cadence came off the block a little bit too fast. She didn't hold, and she got tooled.
Annalise Gibson putting that one away for the Warriors.
So North High is running a 6-2 offense, so they're using 2 setters, and Boonsboro is using 1 setter. They're running a 5-1. That's why Alyssa Phillips can use that left hand up at the front row. Good dig there. Long again. She's worried about that block right now, and she's just not finishing her tacks. She's got to finish her swing.
Taylor Weddle serving, 13-19.
Nice. Bit of trouble covering the tips. Anytime North has tipped on them, they have not been successful at this point getting up. So that's an adjustment that they're going to have to make, or if North gets smart, they'll keep tipping.
And now Mia Johnson serving.
So she went back. She's setting now as well.
Claire New, another.
It's a great cross-court shot. You could see on that replay what I spoke about Doolin doing earlier in the game. She just did on Boonsboro's side. It's a nice serve. That's a tough ball to receive. When it hits that net, rolls over, that's what you call luck. Boonsboro's trying to make a little pushback here.
Yeah, clawing their way back into it. Cut the lead to 5. And now 4. Annalise Gibson serving. 16-20 now.
That's the crazy thing about the game of volleyball. Momentum shift can change so quick. And it's all about passing and serving.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, that was a float serve there, Mark. So having a hard time. Again, a tip. Having a hard time covering that. Gonna have to make an adjustment for that.
It'll be Cadence Doolin serving here for North Hagerstown. 21-16 in set number 1.
Good pass by Boonsboro.
Claire New from that left side is making her presence known.
Yes, she is. And she's at a great advantage because she's a tall girl and that block is not very big against her. It's funny because Doolin rotates to the back row and she rotates to the back row. They're both on the back row at the same time.
It'll be New
Sometimes
serving.
that might be a lineup switch for the next match, depending on what you want to have your matchups.
Side out to North Hagerstown. Now 22-17 lead. And Pablon back on the service line for the Hubs.
Nice. That's a great pass there. And in that situation, it would have looked like maybe an overpass for Boonsboro when they made that serve-receive pass. But with Alyssa Phillips being up there and being left-handed, she just got an assist off her pass because she can turn and swing. That's such a great weapon to use. I don't know if they practiced that or planned that, but I would practice that and plan that. So just a great resource to use on the court.
Back and forth now. Service goes back to the Hubs. 2 points away from the set here, 23-18. with Lauren Lee serving.
Nice deep serve. They handled that pass well. Great set. Nice block by North and good recovery. Unfortunate. Boonsboro did cover off the block, but it went right into the ref stand, so that's just unfortunate.
Booth and Johnson right there for that block. And now it's set point here in set number 1. And Lauren Lee into the net. The Warriors stay alive here. In the first set, it'll be Alyssa Phillips serving.
So she's setting from the back row now, so she's no longer a front row attacker.
Big one out from the back row. The Warriors not going quietly here in the first set. Chipping away, cut the lead back down to 4 once again.
A little bit long.
And Phillips' serve
Unfortunate
is
on
long.
game serve, or game point.
25-20 is your set 1 score. Stay with us. We will have set number 2 coming to you right after this from Boonsboro High School.
We're sure making a lot of people happy. Hey, you're gonna wanna Hagerstown Honda.
Life's too short. Let Hagerstown Honda make you happy by putting you in the new Honda that you've always wanted, like the all-new redesigned Honda Accord, or the always dependable and fuel-efficient CR-V, or the roomy and powerful Honda Pilot that seats up to 8 people. Let Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales advisors pair you with the Honda that works best for you, from the dealer that's making it easy. Hagerstown Honda.
Come here. Are you lacking deliciousness and flavor in your life? Well, have no fear. Bella's Bites Eatery is here. Wow! Bella's Bites. 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 Located in Hagerstown off the Dual Highway next to Robinwood Medical Center. Come dine with us.
Your home is the largest investment, so protect it by having Monocacy Chimney clean and inspect your chimney. For over 4 decades, Monocacy has been keeping the 4 states' chimneys clean and burning efficiently. Our crews keep your home pristine during service by using trusted techniques and the proper equipment. Every cleaning includes an inspection, so Monocacy can find issues before they become costly problems. Over 10,000 happy customers have relied on Monocacy Chimney Care. So should you. Call now and schedule your service for a safe and efficient heating season.
Back here at Boonsboro High School volleyball action on a Thursday evening here in Washington County. Glad to have you with us on Antietam Broadband. North Hagerstown winning set number 1 by a count of 25-20. Mark Keller and Letty Wilkes with you. And again, an 8-point run there, about a third of the way through that first set with Zalika Pabalon from the on the service line for North Hagerstown, and really set the Hubs up for success in that first set, Letty. But Boonsboro, as you said, not going quietly at all, putting up a good fight.
No, she definitely made a change in that shift of the game with her float serve, and I think North didn't have it all together. Doolin was really having a hard time finishing her attack, so hopefully for her sake she makes a change this set. And Boonsboro definitely needs to continue putting up that great block. I think that concerned her. And if they can make an adaptation and not let so many serves get a run on them, it's going to be tough. They're right in the set. That was the only shift in the game, that last set. It really hurt Boonsboro. She ran that many points on their serve receive. So if they can make a change to that, they're going to put pressure on North unless North makes some changes themselves. But every set's different in this game. You never know. A team can get flat, or they can pass great the first set and pass terrible the second set. So, if I were Boonsboro, I'd be super aggressive on the serve here.
Set number 2 begins with Alyssa Phillips serving for Boonsboro.
Started with the tip. They definitely adjusted and made some coverage there. got the roll on that tape. That's one of those things, and I said about the serve being lucky, hitting the net and going over that was a lucky hit right there. That tape helped out that time. The ref called a replay there. Music started coming on during the play, so I don't know what happened at the scores table, but
so we'll
replay
that point.
Nice serve by Alyssa Phillips. Roll shot from North there.
Good rally going here.
Good attack, back row attack. Miscommunication there from North.
2-0 Warriors. Alyssa Phillips still serving for Boonsboro.
Charlotte Booth up and ready. And Boonsboro had a good block up, but she definitely tooled it. So she used their hands to her advantage.
Madison Schatzer serving for North Hagerstown here.
Set was a little wide there for Boonsboro, and hitter couldn't attack. It's a great pass. Trouble in the pass there for Boonsboro, sending a free ball. Nice attack there by Nia Johnson. Setter to setter there. So the nice thing about what North High, the offense they're running a 6-2 offense. So when the setter rotates to the front row, she has 3 rotations that she can attack, and the other setters on the back row setting from the back row. So they have 2 setters that they can utilize, whereas Boonsboro is using 1 setter the whole way around, but Alyssa being left-handed, she's actually a great attacker from the front row. So they're using their personnel on both sides effectively for their team and how it can work.
Kayla Turner with the put away there for Warriors, tying things up at 3.
Good hustler by Boonsboro.
Save there by Phillips.
Yep, off the roll by Dolan. Up and ready for the block. Great solo block there by Dolan. It was tight to the net, and she was up and ready. It's a good thing she was there, because that would have been it was a great hit. She just was up all over her. So. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was a great serve. Turner was going back to get in her hitting pattern for her offense, and she kind of moved in the direction of the serve, and it was hard to pass that there. She's got to wait, maybe let the serve pass and then go. That time she did a better job of that. That's hard for a passer to see when somebody's moving in front of them. Nice tip by the middle there at North.
Eden Shook.
That's the hard, I refer to that as a ponytail tip, so she tipped it right behind the blocker, and that is the hardest ball to defend. You want to put it right down their ponytail, their back. Nice setter dump by Alyssa Phillips. She had a campfire there. Sent the ball over and everybody was watching the fire. Nice serve there by Boonsboro. That was another float serve, and Madison Shatner had a hard time receiving that. It kind of went right at her, and then all of a sudden it went to her right. It's a hard ball to pass.
That's Taylor Weddle serving for the Warriors at 5-6.
Nice block by Boonsboro.
Clara New, Caroline McGivney.
That's a big block to hit against. They're on the right pin.
Ties things up at 6.
Nice pass. A Shatner tip by Doolin. Easy to receive or defend. Honestly, I'm really surprised in this set or the first set and the set. Doolin's gone a lot of cross court. She hasn't tried to hit down the line yet, which is a hard ball to defend. So I don't know why she hasn't really hit that cross court line shot yet, but we'll see. Maybe she'll pull it out of her toolbox here soon. From me viewing it, I don't think the Boonsboro is really ready for that line shot. So they'd have to adjust their defense if she started hitting that.
Serve back to the Hubs. They'll have an 8-7 lead. With Doolin going to the service line.
That ball again, that's an overpass. Alyssa Phillips actually used her right hand that time, but she's allowed to hit up there, and she gets up pretty. She's not the tallest player, but she's got some hops too. So they definitely use that to their advantage.
That little change of pace that she's been putting on the ball has been effective here in
She's
set number 2.
explosive. She's got power with her. Got a lot of energy and very dynamic and explosive, and that's what you want to see in the game of volleyball, a dynamic, explosive player. And it's an explosive game. That's what the game brings.
Clara New serving 9-8.
Nice serve by Clara New there. Had a great float serve. That time she just contacted the ball on the side and it kind of went haywire on her a little bit there. So your hand has to be in the center of that ball if you want it to float.
10-9. Pabalon serving that one into the net.
It's an advantage for Boonsboro when she made that run last set. Right now they're both having a hard time at the service line, and that's something a lot of times people don't focus on enough. Serving is the most important part of the game. Especially with rally scoring. If you serve it in the net, the other team doesn't even have to work for it.
Right.
It's better to serve out of bounds. It's kind of a positive error because they have to determine whether they're going to pass or not, and you have to communicate. And that's another portion about this game that's very intense is communication. It's constant talk. It's who's going where, what's this, what's open on the court, where should you hit it, how many blockers do you have up. So they should be worn out after a match just talking.
Up into the rafters and
back into the rafters.
Back in.
That's a hard, when the ball gets up in the rafters, that's a hard thing to follow. It's like that Price is Right game.
Blinko. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Exactly.
I'm amazed that they can make any kind of play coming out of those girders and.
It's definitely a challenge. You just have to stick with it as much as you possibly can and hope that you can see the direction it's going to go.
We're going to have a timeout taken here with Boonsboro leading at 13-10. We'll remind you once again that our live coverage of high school volleyball here tonight on Antietam Broadband is brought to you by Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's match, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. Well, it's always fun to see a Washington County team taking on another Washington County team in high school volleyball. They're just such quality, and I know we talk about it every time we have an event, but it's just so hard to deny the success and the quality of the programs, the volleyball programs here in Washington County. 44 state championships among the 5 Washington County teams here, and it's just amazing how volleyball is such a strong suit here in Washington County.
Definitely is. It'd be interesting to see among other states if there's anything like that from a county with success like that. And you know how sports are played today. A lot of kids, if they don't play multiple sports, they play year-round.
Mm-hmm.
So these kids even play together, and then they play all year, and it just makes them, in return, if they don't play other sports, it makes them better. And those that do play other sports, it just makes them better athletes, too. I think sometimes when a kid plays a lot of different sports, they're that kid that can make that unbelievable play because they've experienced doing other sports.
Yes.
Sometimes you see a volleyball player that just plays volleyball, and that's all they know how to do is just volleyball. So, I don't want to take away from them playing all year, but it's also cool to see the other kids play everything and do it all, and then maybe go to college and focus on the one.
(13-12) now is Boonsboro's lead. That one nearly taken out the line judge.
He was ready for that. Speaking of athletic, that was a little bit of athletic mood there. I give that dad credit.
Good for him.
Yeah.
All tied up at 13 now. Kayla Turner there blocked by Charlotte Booth. I think that may have gotten into the net.
I think it got in the, I think she was up and ready, but I think it was in the net. Nice back row attack by New there.
Trouble on with the dig there, but up into the rafters again and out of play. So now we're all tied up at 14. Set number 2. North leads at 1-0.
It was a nice float serve.
Set for New, and that one's into the net.
She was a little far off the net to swing like that there. They were out of system. Libero had to better the ball and did a good job, but she just was a little bit too far off the net to make that swing. She might have used a roll shot and put it in play there. Nice serve in the deep one corner. That's a hard ball to pass. Over the passer's head and in the corner. Charlotte Booth, nice serve there.
She's serving up
another
16,
nice serve.
14.
She's got a knuckleball on that. Nice dig there. Nice tool by Cadence Doolan. So that time she went in their hands. Turner didn't get there and close the block completely. That time you'll see in the replay, she was turned and Doolan used her hands there on that replay. If you're a viewer, you can see. We call that a tool, and that's the best way to get a kill sometimes as a hitter, especially when you're block up. And I give Boonsboro a lot of credit. They really are putting up a block, and they're there, and they're trying to close it. Sometimes you don't always see teams. They get confused, they don't read, and they try to make a guess. And you can't guess on your block. You have to read what the ball's doing and then make your move. And they're doing a good job of trying to be up and make a stop. And you could tell the first set she had trouble. And she was aware of it. That's what I'm saying. She had trouble. She was aware of the block, so she tried to adapt in different ways. And she was having a hard time finding the court. She hit long. She was missing their hands.
So 3 straight points here for the Hubs with Charlotte Booth serving. Has given them a 3-point lead, 17-14.
Good save. Oh, it's a good try there by Alyssa Phillips. That ball was a little bit tight. She tried to save it, and unfortunately, she couldn't have saved it. It must have been too tight for her to swing. But she couldn't swing. She's back row. I thought that might be the case.
Free ball here to North.
Nice up. That was a really good try there.
Lauren Chu made that initial dig.
She was there ready. Great attack, great attack. That's more of her style. But she was there and ready. Continue to do that and she's gonna get it up and they'll be able to play off of that. But as a libero and a defensive specialist, that's what you want. You want attackers like that coming at you. Like, bring it on, girl. I'm ready to dig, you know? You gotta have, a libero has to have that mean and nasty attitude, like, I'm gonna get everything. That has to be their mental mentality to be a defender like that. And when they're passing for serve receive, they kind of have to be really calm and confident that they're gonna do it. But defensively, you have to be aggressive. A little bit wide on that attempt to better the ball. So anytime the setter has to defend, somebody has to step in and make that second contact. And a lot of times you use the libero and they have to put that ball high in the air, somebody can attack it. She just passed a little bit wide. Nice up.
Nice dig for the Hubs, and it's Doolin that puts it away. And it's another 8-point run for the Hubs.
Charlotte Booth's been back there for quite some time,
She
Mark.
has.
She's got a good serve on her, as well as Lika did.
22-14.
That was a great float serve. I don't know if you watched the direction of that ball, Mark, but it was coming at her, and all of a sudden, it just went right. And she was ready to pass. She was all over it, and that's tough.
Booth's been fantastic for serving. Her ball is barely clearing the net. There's a let serve. Make it 10 straight.
Yeah,
and it's set point for the Hubs.
This is a for sure, Charlotte, get it in the court.
Yeah.
Get it in the court. She did that. Nice attack there by Turner. She didn't try to go down the middle, and she cut the ball hard to her right. That was a great attack, and it was a great pass and a great time for Alyssa Phillips to use her middle on that serve receive. A lot of times you want to use your middle in transition, but nobody was up. So it was good to see. That was a great swing there by Sydney Turner.
15-24, Boonsboro serving here.
Nice up. Free ball. They got to get ready. They got to put the block up. But she's coming again. That time they weren't back in time. So she attacked hard. They had to scramble, and they gave it right back to her. So
25-15 is your set 2 score. North Hagerstown leads it 2-0 over Boonsboro. Stay with us. Set number 3 to come right after this on Antietam Broadband.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
Be road trip ready in your new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorento, room for up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room, or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Serving our community proudly for over 25 years, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
When you need someone who will come through no matter what, someone who will go the extra mile, Cumberland Valley Heating and Air specializes in the installation of residential and commercial heating and air solutions. 24/7 emergency service delivers our promise of getting you the help you need when you need it. We're the tri-state experts in heating, air conditioning, and above all, comfort. Cumberland Valley Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a train.
it was a matter of you don't know when that tooth is going to fall out. And then everything serendipitously came together when I found Potomac Dental. The smaller holes that they use here, when they do the implants, everything went in smoothly and haven't had any issues. And I got the whole procedure done all at once in the same day. And now I can eat everything. Like, I don't have to be self-conscious about what people see when they look at me.
Back here at Boonsboro High School volleyball action here tonight on Antietam Broadband. Our coverage brought to you by Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's match, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. It's North Hagerstown with a 2-0 lead over homestanding Boonsboro High School in this matchup of defending state champions. North Hagerstown, a 3-time defending state champion in Class 3A here in the state of Maryland. Boonsboro with its first title in many years coming last year. Our friend Dan Kaufman from the Herald Mail, some of his pregame or preseason coverage mentioned 22 of Washington County's 44 state volleyball titles have come since 2011, which blew me away. But what really blew me away in that, Letty, was that North Hagerstown has 6 state titles in volleyball. They've all come in that time. I thought sure they had some before 2011.
This last segment.
Yeah, they've really turned things. Now they have been to 4 state finals, 1993, 97, 98. Which is around the time you were playing, Chris.
Yes.
Somewhere in that frame in the 90s, and one as well in 2007, and 4 other times they've been to the state semifinals. So not that I doubted Dan Kaufman, but I did check on that just because I couldn't believe they hadn't won one before 2011. Always a solid program, outstanding program, more than solid. Has North Hagerstown been, and Boonsboro has really built itself into a perennial contender in Class 1A.
In the last couple of years, Boonsboro is definitely bringing along, and attribute to Coach Wallace. I think she's really works with them. They always work as a team. You can tell that there's a lot of time spent with them, and they get after it. So, kudos to her for getting in here and getting the job done with these kids.
25-20, 25-15 were your scores in the first 2 sets here. And now it's North Hagerstown with a 1-0 lead here in set number 3. Best of 5 we play here.
We have a wet spot on the floor.
On the floor.
Yeah.
Turner.
We definitely don't need an injury from somebody falling down on sweat. That might have been a good delay there.
Yeah. Madison Schatzer was on serve there for North Hagerstown. Things I saw about her, she's verbally committed to play at Jacksonville beach volleyball.
Yep.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Exactly. That's actually in the game of volleyball in the last probably 6 to 7 years. Beach volleyball has becoming a bigger emerging sport. And it's completely a different game than the indoor game. So a lot of times girls go in one direction, or they'll go to play. They might have to be on the indoor team, but their main play is beach.
Gibson serve into the net, so it'll be 2-2. Early going of set number 3 here. And now it's Charlotte Booth serving for North Hagerstown, who really put away set number 2.
That was another great serve.
You could see the movement on that one from our angle here.
Absolutely. She's got that down.
like a baseball pitcher. They say that split finger
knuckleball.
has a knuckleball or a splitter has a lot of movement on it. That certainly did.
Sure, if you can master a float serve, you're going to have a lot of success. That's referring back to last year for North. That's why Lauren Hobbs was so successful. And you mentioned about Madison Shatner committed, but Lauren Hobbs went on to Christopher Newport, and I saw just recently that she's getting playing time. She's putting some assists on the board in her stats, and I saw where she had a couple aces in there, and I even saw where Cadence Dolan Bailey's sister is at the Naval Academy, and she's getting some court time too. So that's kudos to North for 2 players going on to play Division III and Division I, and they're both already getting some court time. So that's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. And you got to think as well, you know, again, hearkening back to the success that these Washington County programs have had. The colleges that are looking at these players, they have to know that this is a quality county. There's a lot of quality volleyball here.
Oh, especially
so it's opening the doors for other girls as well.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in the surrounding states where the colleges are close by. They know that there's quality teams in this area. They're going to start recruiting kids in this area just because they know that they've had success.
Incredible job at the net by Mia Johnson.
She turned her hands back in, and you'll see on that replay, she saved that, and then she jousted back.
And Eden Shupp in there as well. Don't want to shortchange what she did. And Boonsboro, nothing wrong on that.
They all
Kayla Turner, it was
they were all doing a great job at the net.
Rally
They
right
were all
at the net.
working hard up there. They played a jousting game. It's just back and forth up at the net. That's tough.
Well, don't look now, but Charlotte Booth is on another run at the service line. 7 straight points, and it's given North an 8-2 lead.
Yep, another rocket there. Yep, she's found the serving weapon. She's feeling a little, she liked that. She had a little move back there that time. It's pretty neat to see a freshman out there with that much confidence. It'll be nice to watch her play in the next couple years. It was close. Just a little long, but it was close. They really had to think about that. And that's what I said as a positive error. You know, she had an error on that, but the other, Boonsboro had to determine it's in or out. So on the service line, if you're gonna miss a serve, you wanna miss out. You definitely don't wanna miss in the net. I think Boonsboro might have been out of rotation there. Oh, they weren't out of rotation. They just had to make sure that I think she caught it before they got called out of rotation.
Okay. So another 8-point run with Charlotte Booth serving.
Sent a free ball out of bounds there. That's something, I think she was trying to send it to the deep one, which is a good spot to send it to, but you got to be sure to put that in the court. Unfortunately, you don't want to send a free ball out of bounds.
Taylor Weddle on serve, 4-9, Boonsboro. And Eden Shupp in the middle there again.
Nice pass. Setter dump there by Alyssa Phillips. That time they picked it up. An attack kill there by Cadence Doolin.
And this is Mia Johnson serving for North, 11-4. And now 5-11. And it will be Michaela Zadro serving for Boonsboro. 5-11. Doolin once again.
Unfortunately, that time, Boonsboro kept North in system, meaning they could, their pass was perfect to the setter, and they could do any type of thing they wanted to do there. And that's the object is you want to keep a team out of system. So North had success on that rally just because they didn't really have to do much. Which Boonsboro hasn't done that to them most of the match. Just unfortunate that rally there.
The Boonsboro is hung right with North Hagerstown.
Absolutely.
You take away those 3 long stretches, service stretches that North has put together, and it's it's a 1 or 2 point match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Johnson setting that one, played by the Warriors.
Out of bounds. She was a little tight. I think she was trying to really go for it there and just hit a little long. It was a great shot. Great shot. They're definitely making good attempts at every. And from a viewer like my perspective, this early in the season, that all is going to start coming together, as the season progresses. It's early, and they're still figuring each other out and practice and what they can do and how they utilize everything. So, you're just, at this point in time, we're only going to see both of these teams get better as the season goes on.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Even though, as you mentioned before, these girls play together a lot. They know each other. But it's still only been 3 weeks, 4 weeks since fall practice began, and now you're playing. Still takes a little bit of time to sort of get the chemistry together.
You might have everybody back, but you have a different setter, and the setter runs the court.
Yeah.
And so they have to learn their tendencies. Do they usually overset? Do they set short? How do they do that? You might have a different back row. You might have different passers than you're used to. So, a couple kids graduating changes the whole dynamic. It's hard to explain, but it really does how they mesh. And the middles and the setter connection is the hardest. The pass almost, or the dig or the pass has to almost be perfect to get it to middle or where they are on the court. Because you think about it, when they're going up, they're in the middle. They have to work around this 30 by 30 space, and their heads are going 60,000 directions, and they have to be up in just time to get that ball and attack it. So it's very hard, and the setter has to be almost perfect too. So it's definitely a challenge. It's not as easy sometimes as everybody makes it look.
Charlotte Booth once again, this time from the front.
Another thing we were talking about that, Mark, is how figuring each other out. Communication is so key. And it's almost like when you're training somebody, you got to use the same language every time. So sometimes you got to teach younger players, this is what we say for this. This is how you talk to me so I know what to do. Because a defender has to talk behind their hitter, let them know there's 2 blockers up, zone 1's open, that means hit at zone 1. Or there's so much that goes on the court that a viewer might not even realize. It's constant talk because you're looking at a ball, you're trying to hit it, determine how many people are blocking against you and what's open on the court. That's a lot to do for one person when you're trying to concentrate. So that's why people have to talk behind them. And if you don't know the language and people say different stuff, so as a coach, you really want to get your team to all talk in that systematic language so everybody knows what that means to do. And some younger players, the more you advance in the game, it gets more technical and tactical, and they got to learn all that.
Phillips mishit on that serve. It'll go back to North Hagerstown. A 5-point margin here, 16-11. Set number 3, North won the first 2 sets. in this best-of-5 match. Schatzer serving for the Hubs.
Boone's going to want to get their block up right now. Booth in the middle. Good attack. Tight. Nice up by Madison Shatner there. Going to Doolin. Good tool. See, she used that block that time. She's adjusted. They were there, ready to go, but their hands weren't completely penetrated over the net, and she just hit off the top of their hands that time. And you see on the replay here, you can see she used their hands.
17-11.
Which, as a type of hitter like Cadence Doolin is, when she goes to the next level, by the way, we talked about commitments. She's committed to Marquette.
Yes.
She's going to see that every day. She's going to have to learn how to hit around the block and use a block, because that's all you see. It's a wall every time you go up. But kudos to her. Definitely a great program. They were in the top 64 in the country last year. They made it down into the top. So she's going to a great program, and she's only going to grow when she gets there too. So kind of unique.
Quite a point there by the Hubs. Give them a 19-11 lead. As there's a timeout on the floor, we'll remind you one more time that our live coverage here this evening brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Kia and Hagerstown Honda wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's match, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. Glad to have you with us here on Antietam Broadband tonight. Been a great early season matchup between two state champion programs. North Hagerstown chasing a 4th straight state title this season.
Great attack by Turner. Good recovery there from North.
Beat by the Hubs.
Nice setter dump. North was ready there. New on the back row attack. High hands from Doolin. Nice up.
Shoe.
That was a good rally on both sides. They're definitely working hard defensively to keep the ball in system and keeping the rallies going. They're making each other work with different shots.
20-11, Schatzer still on serve for the Hubs.
Turner was up and ready that time. That was really quick. They did like a little 31 shoots at her, and she was up. That's really hard to defend off serve receive because it was very fast. She kind of just threw it down. Kind of dunked it almost.
Yeah. Sydney Turner for the Warriors, and her older sister Kayla Turner was on that North Hagerstown team that won the first of those 3 straight state titles.
I think Sydney Turner here is one heck of a shot put.
Yes, yes.
With track, so I think she's pretty exceptional at that. Maybe she thought she was shot putting that last attack there. She pushed that ball, that's for sure.
Booth serving for the Hubs.
I don't think that ball ever went.
Now 22-12. And the Hubs 3 points away from a sweep here.
Booth back to serve. We'll see what she does this time. This is a good serve. Send a free ball. If you can create a free ball, that's what you want to do. Either ace or free ball. Nice ponytail tip there by Shook. Hard ball to defend. If you watch on the replay here, just went right down her back and no one there.
Booth again.
Really have trouble with her serve. So that's the attack that I told you about earlier, Mark. So and she was able to do that. They keep setting it inside a little bit for her, but that time she could have go anywhere on the court she wanted to. It was outside, right where that's like giving her a gold medal, and you can't defend that.
Yeah.
It's hard. You just got to put your hands up and hope that you're there.
Match point for the Hubs, and it's a winner from Charlotte Booth. And it's a sweep for North Hagerstown. 25-20, 25-15, 25-12 are your set scores. North Hagerstown wins it in 3 over Boonsboro. Stay with us when we come back. Letty and I will wrap things up. Bob will have a word with a couple of members from the winning team as well. So stay with us. Thanks for joining us here on Antietam Broadband. More to come right after this break.
We're sure making a lot of people happy. Hey, you're gonna wanna Hagerstown Honda.
Life's too short. Let Hagerstown Honda make you happy by putting you in the new Honda that you've always wanted, like the all-new redesigned Honda Accord, or the always dependable and fuel-efficient CR-V, or the roomy and powerful Honda Pilot that seats up to 8 people. Let Hagerstown Honda's helpful sales advisors pair you with the Honda that works best for you, from the dealer that's making it easy. Hagerstown Honda.
If I'm the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown Kia.
Be road trip ready in your new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorento, room for up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room. Or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Serving our community proudly for over 25 years, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
I had several old crowns from, 30 plus years ago, and they were starting to fail on me. And when Dr. Rett suggested just do the full roundhouse and just get all of them complete at one time, I just wanted it done so that I'm not worrying about it anymore in my life. Every other dentist I went to, every place I checked, never made me feel at home or safe or well taken care of as Potomac Dental. I would highly recommend them.
C&C House of Burgers is the best new spot in town, hands down. Open every day, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. for takeout and delivery. Breakfast, salad, sandwiches, chicken, and of course, the burgers. The whole menu is served every day, all day, your way. Stop in today at the corner of East Wilson and Frederick Street, or call 240-347-4656. Uber Eats or DoorDash the best burger you've ever had. C&C House of Burgers. Try it today.
Back here at Boonsboro High School, your final here tonight, high school volleyball. North Hagerstown sweeping the Boonsboro Warriors in 3 sets. We're going to send it over to Bob Parcelletti now. He has North Hagerstown's Mia Johnson and Charlotte Booth. Bob, take it away.
Okay, Mia. There was a couple of instances there where you guys had a lull, but you made a big play, and then all of a sudden all the momentum went up. What's going on there?
I mean, I love my team. We all bring a lot of energy, and I think that's what wins games. Energy is what wins games. As long as you're positive, you have good mindsets, and a lot of energy, you usually win, or you put up a good fight.
You had areas there where there was a little bit of a lull, but you found the openings that were there when they weren't doing it. What were you?
I mean, it's just, I don't know. I've been playing for a while. It's just, I guess, comes with experience. But I don't know. It's just kind of court awareness is what, like, you talking about when I would dump it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just you would see the spots open on the other side and you just use them.
What are you looking at, or what are you thinking when she's on a serving run and the earlier serving run? I mean, you guys had a couple of long runs.
When every time she would serve the ball, I got so excited as if I was doing it, as if I don't know, it felt like every win was, or every point was insane, and she got 17 aces, and it was crazy energy.
Now, this was a battle between 2 state champions.
Yes.
Got different teams, but still state champion representatives. What did it mean to win this game?
It felt amazing. I mean, they're amazing competition, and to come out as strong as we did. We came out a little rocky in the beginning, but every set, I think we picked it up even more, just skill level and intensity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlotte, you're up. Ready?
Okay, yep.
You were good at the line. Let's see how you do it here.
Okay.
What about it? I mean, if you could pitch with hit that with a baseball, you could make a lot of money in a pitcher with the way you had the ball dipping and moving. Did you get in a groove? What'd you have to do there?
It really is all about your routine. Like, if you get into like a groove of your routine, like you saw how I hit the ball, spun. Taking a deep breath is like the best thing. Like, it resets your mind and then you're ready to go. That's like what got me into my groove, kind of.
Well, you come in there. I mean, it was a little bit of a struggle for a way, but you got in that long stretch. Is it a rhythm thing? Is it a momentum thing that keeps you going shot after shot like that?
Honestly, my teammates, they're always cheering for anyone and everyone. The momentum, if you get into like your rhythm, it really helps you out during the game. Yeah, it's just like...
Early on, Cadence was having a little trouble getting the kills down.
Yeah.
But you were doing a great job in the middle, making up and keeping everything going. What was going on there for you?
It's really all about your attitude. If you think you're not going to do well, or you think you're not going to hit the ball like as well as you think you should have, you're not going to. You need to think, I'm going to kill this ball. And then you do. It's just like all about your attitude and your mindset.
Okay, and last one. You weren't part of that team last year since you're a freshman.
No.
How did it feel to be part of a state championship team playing a state championship?
I'm so grateful to be a part of this team. It's such a great experience, and I love my teammates. They're so great.
All right, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you to Mia Johnson and Charlotte Booth as well. Stay tuned. We're going to take one more break here. When we come back, Letty and I will wrap things up. Stay with us. More to come here on Antietam Broadband.
Get more from your debit card. Your First United Bank and Trust debit card can earn rewards points on all your purchases, online or in-store. Paying is easy and secure with contactless capability and card controls that you manage. When you add your card to your mobile wallet, you tap into even more convenience.
Pay the easy way every day and get rewarded with the First United Bank and Trust debit card. Visit mybank.com or visit your local office to learn more. First United Bank and Trust, banking for a better tomorrow.
If your roof had a problem, would you even know? HomeSource Roofing is family and veteran-owned roofing company protecting homes across Maryland, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. Roofing, gutters, and siding, we do it all and we do it right. Our neighbors rate us 5 stars for a reason. We deliver on our promises. Call 301-848-8508 or visit homesourceroofing.net to schedule your free inspection today.
Looking to buy or sell your home? At Real Estate Innovations, we do more than just list and sell real estate. Since 2009, our agents have been offering detailed knowledge of local communities, housing trends, and the overall real estate market. With offices located in Frederick, Hagerstown, Greencastle, and Spring Mills, we have you covered. Call us at 301-745-1500 to connect with one of our real estate experts.
At Washington Goes Purple, we believe it's time to normalize the conversation around addiction and recovery. Join us today because change starts with a single voice.
Back here at Boonsboro High School, wrapping things up on the night high school volleyball match, North Hagerstown, with a 3-set sweep of Boonsboro, 25-20, 25-15, 25-12 for your set scores. And we were talking as Bob was interviewing Mia Johnson and Charlotte Booth, and just I was marveling anyway, at least, again, the youth. Johnson, a sophomore, Charlotte Booth, just a freshman, and said the future's always bright for North Hagerstown volleyball. It's almost like a plug and play kind of thing.
Absolutely. It's really neat to see young kids out there with a team that's been established coming in and being so much of a presence tonight.
Right.
I mean, Booth came in the middle before she even got to the service line, and she was putting balls away in the middle, and they were feeding her. And then she got back to the service line, and she did one heck of a job on the service line. That's really big for a freshman at this early in the season to come in. And she mentioned something about being confident. Well, I would say she was pretty confident tonight. So kudos to her. And Mia Johnson coming in as a setter and running a 6'2". She did a really good job, too. That's a hard position to play and hard shoes to fill with a senior of Hobbs graduating last year, and they ran such a great offense. And she did a great job in there and put in some setter dumps and utilized her hitters the best that she could. So it was great to see that people graduated and people came in to fill their shoes, because that's what you always worry about a program, especially when they win a state championship. Who's going to come in and fill these shoes? And same for Boonsboro. I think on that side of the fence, they graduated a lot of seniors last year, but they definitely gelled as a team. It's early in the season, and I think you and I had mentioned this when we were sitting here talking, but as the season's going to go on, it being so early, I think we're going to see both these teams just get better as the season goes. I think when the match started out tonight, I think both were a little excited. Their adrenaline was rushing, and they had to settle in a little bit. I think North definitely started out a little sluggish. Cadence definitely was sluggish to start. She just couldn't find it. And then at the end started turning it on. But again, I think both teams are going to grow as the season goes on and put Washington County back on the board. I think when it comes to playoff time, you're definitely going to see both these teams in playoffs. And it's going to be nice to see, again, how they grow in the season.
And aside, we mentioned it during the match, aside from those 3 long strings that North put together on the service line, a real nip and tuck battle at the entire time.
Yeah, all it was the serve-receive game, and I know that Boonsboro is going to go and work on that in practice. And it's hard to receive a float serve, and North does a great job. And I know I'm a big preacher of it, but you got to serve. That's the biggest part of the game, and the more aggressive you are, the harder it's going to be for a team to beat you. And North definitely served aggressively. They took that philosophy, which is the philosophy I go by, but and it's a lesson learned for Boonsboro, and I'm sure that they'll work on that throughout the season. Hey, we got to handle serve receive a little bit better and might adjust things. And that's the great thing when you play a team like North this early in the season, is it gets you to realize and practice things that might get you prepared for the later part of the season during playoffs.
All right, well, thank you for watching us here tonight on Antietam Broadband. First of 3 volleyball matches we're going to be bringing to you this fall season. So for Letty Wilkes, for Bob Parcelletti, and everybody else here at Antietam Broadband, thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Keller. We will see you next time right here on Antietam Broadband.